Hello everyone, welcome back, Supreme Being. Thank you for being with us. When will the twin flame suffering end? In this video I will explain our perception about twin flame suffering, what kind of suffering I'm talking about, and how bad is it. And I'm also gonna share with you how long will the suffering end. It is not literally, but it's gonna help you understand what is happening with you if you are on this journey, of course, and what can you do to make it better, and when will it end. So let's start. Thank you so much for everyone who participated so far in our workshops. We have a new one that we already talked about. It's gonna be on the 26th of November, and it's gonna be about what will happen to the twin flame journeys for the next year. It's not what it means, it's something deeper that's going to happen, something that you have to stick around to know in our workshop, because we have been speaking about this long time ago. We mentioned in an older video that something special is going to happen in 2024. So you should not miss this opportunity. It's going to be amazing. We're going to mention things that are only in our perception and in our intuition that not many people speak about, and like this you will be prepared for it. Okay, if you want to participate, in the description we have a link for the workshop. So let's get to the video. There is a type of energy that interferes with the humans in this world. But for twin flames, it makes it stronger, deeper, the effect of interference. Because if there was nothing interfering, we would just be fine and no problem. But we wouldn't be evolving either. So interference is needed for evolution to take place. You also wouldn't want to be exposed to interference which will lead to stress like 24/7, because otherwise it will lead to chronic stress, and funny decisions in your life will be taken because you will want to stop something in order to get better and things like this. So it's nice to get interference, but not too much. And I'm talking about that there are 3 waves that interfere with us in this world. Some are needed to happen, others not so much. The first one, this is not by order, by all means it's not by order, but I'm just gonna talk about each one of them. So one of them is the ego. Okay, the ego is one of the waves that comes to us, and is quite challenging because it is ourselves. The ego is us. For the people who don't know, something we figure out is that in the astrology, for example, the ascendant, the rising sign is your ego self. So it is embedded in each and every one of us, and we cannot avoid it. It's there to stay. We can only live with it and learn from it. That's all. For example, the ego wave is our consciousness as well. Some say it is inside of our hearts. So what we desire is exactly what the ego wants. So desires are the ego. They're not something that is just you and nobody else. No, if it's you, it's the ego as well, because you are the ego. You understand? Like I am the ego. The ego is incarnated in the bodies of people. Do not worry, about it. A little bit of ego is okay, it's fine, as long as you have a balance in other areas in your life, like what I'm about to speak next. So stick around. The next wave is the Kundalini wave. The Kundalini wave, it is our subconsciousness. Every single thing I'm speaking about in this video does not mean literally what I'm saying. I'm just trying to put in the best human words that you can possibly understand, because I'm pretty sure there are other people that can speak better than me or worse than me, and we have an audience that ranges from 18 years old all the way to 65, and I cannot just speak one specific way. I need to speak as much general as possible. But when we are doing personal consultations, for example, or in the workshop, we speak specifically to the people that are watching us, so it's different. So the next wave is the Kundalini wave, and it is our subconscious, like we said, subconscious mind, and we are literally born with it. We are it. We are the subconscious. Up until our parents and society teaches us to block it away, to lock it away from us. Because this type of energy is our sensuality. So we don't get embarrassed, for example, by being naked or something like this, until someone blocks it away. I'm not saying being naked is okay, I'm just saying what it means. Sensuality is this. We are fearless in this state and very confident. We are very, very confident. And we can do miracles. We have a lot of power in this state. And we are also very creative. We can do many things. Anything is possible. We can also be very naive because we didn't hit the bottom yet. So we think everything is possible. Now, Kundalini is known to be the sacred divine feminine, which gives us power and also challenges, unfortunately. The challenges are what I'm talking about. You will understand exactly what I'm saying and the point of this video. I'm not teaching you anything, I'm just sharing what the challenges are so that we can stop the cycle. Last wave, but not least, is the higher self. The higher self is the divine masculine, the superconscious self, our father. Without it, we are lost. It is like our compass. The higher self is also known to send us challenges. Hey, this baby's here. And sometimes it can take us a while for us twin flames, to go through them. But if we listen carefully, there are instructions in each of these challenges so that we can complete them. All we need to do is to slow down, because if we do not listen to what is being told, these are going to be challenges. If we listen, they are just going to be entertainment, because we have the instructions, we can complete the challenges in 0 time. But if we don't, then they become a burden, they become a challenge. So let me recap what I just spoke about, but explain a little bit better. The ego wave will last the shortest amount of time when there's a challenge about the ego, because the ego will give the challenge, but it will come almost all the time, like it will come the most often from all the challenges. And it affects us, our nerves and our physical body, if we do not take care of ourselves and if we don't protect ourselves. The Kundalini wave will last longer and will come not as often as the ego wave. It includes also the lower astral behind the Kundalini. The Kundalini likes to use the lower astral to give us challenges. And if we don't accept, if we don't move forward, we are going to be stuck in the astral, or we're going to be having psychological issues and emotional issues, because that's how it affects us. The higher self will last the longest, the challenges. They last super long, but they will come rarely. It's rare when the higher self sends us a challenge, because it takes us an eternity to complete it in the first place, the previous challenge. The higher self usually will send like one challenge at a time. The Kundalini will send quite a few, and the ego will send the most challenges. The higher self challenge, though, will affect our spiritual life and mental state, because it's more like thinking, how exactly are we going to put it manifested in this world, what the challenge is about. And spiritual, because it's the highest level of our bodies, because we have many bodies. So if you become water and flexible, you will not have any issue whatsoever with each challenge. If you do not understand what's going on and you just go through life like a bull, then you will hit yourself quite hard on each challenge that will appear in your life, and they will get worse and worse because you're not completing them, and they're just piling up, and this is not good. So remember who you are, and remember what I just said to you. This is serious. If you really do and understand what I'm saying, how the challenge originates, it's nothing more than your divine masculine, divine feminine, and the inner child. But the inner child, if we don't get used to it, or we don't involve our lives around it, then the inner child doesn't really work very much. It becomes more like the ego, and that's when we get challenges with the ego. The ego challenges are actually not that difficult to surpass, but it all depends on who you are, what you're doing, and your twin flames life and stuff like this. Thank you for watching us once again. Don't forget the workshop, link in the description below, and see you next time.